Oh.
Hey, you guys.
I love how the group take being called losers and they kind of really own it and wear it as a badge of honor. Don't
Yeah.
They? What do you each admire about your characters? Maybe Chosen, we'll start with you.
Okay, Mike Hanlon is the sweetest, coolest kid, best friend that you could ever have. You know, because he's so isolated, when he gets a group of friends that are willing to accept him for who he is, he's ecstatic. You know, he's willing to die for these guys, and that's very admirable, in my opinion.
I think Richie is, you know, he seems like such a, you know, he's always putting on a character, and, you know, he gets to a point where he says this isn't right, but then, you know, you realize that he's not just a guy who puts on a character, he's really hurt on the inside, and he's putting it up as like a defense mechanism, so, you know, he soon conquers that really quickly as the movie progresses.
And what, how about yourself?
I play Stanley Uris, and he's very organized. He has OCD. He likes to keep everything in line, and, you know, when Pennywise comes along, he's kind of like thrown off that track that he's made for himself, and, you know, that's why he's the most scared of it in general, and, you know, his friends help him come to terms with that and help him face his fear, and, you know, it kind of works.
Kind of, sort of.
Kind of.
And I love the banter between all you guys and the slang and the insults of each other's mothers and everything. It feels very authentic. What do you enjoy about that aspect? And did you have a bit of input into?
It is
Yeah,
authentic.
all that mom stuff is like all improv. That's like that's our well, yeah. Mom jokes are so original, but they were original in the sense because, you know, our acting coach Ben and our director Andy just gave us full, you know, complete control over our characters, and that's, you know, that's what made it so organic. I guess.
Awesome.
It's awful.
I meant to say awesome, and it just kind of slipped out.
Hopefully there'll be some B-sides of you guys
Bloopers.
just
Oh, it'd
tips
be
if you guys
awesome.
just like he had to come up with a whole bunch of just catchphrases to say against Jack and Henry Bowers.
Oh yeah.
And so hopefully they'll release some of that. But Mr. Andy's genius is that he lets his actors really make their characters, and when you feel attached to your character, then you really feel like, oh, I owe justice to do my best with this character, because he made us feel like more than just kids in a film. Like, he made us feel like, okay, this is your film just as much as mine, and let's go down this, you know, adventure together and make a history, hopefully.
He made us feel like equals, and, you know, not just actors, but friends as well. And we would go out to karaoke. And, by the way, he's a karaoke king.
Yeah,
so,
and he'd allow us to see the dailies and stuff. Like,
and yeah, he let us in the
to watch like the dailies. It's like where you watch. It's like where you watch, you know, the scenes that you film like the day before or something.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Yeah.
And what were your karaoke numbers? What's your top favorite? Each of you.
Okay, do you?
Andy. Well, all
Andy's?
like
The
we
groups.
all have to agree that our favorite to sing together is Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen.
Yes. So if you ever see Mr. Andy on the street, just start singing, "Mama."
I see
That's
a
what you
little
do.
silhouette of a man.
That's my favorite. Jake.
Yeah, I think.
And we're big, I won't get you to sing the whole thing, even though it's tempting. We're big 80s movies fans at HeyUGuys, and the site is named after a line from The Goonies.
HeyUGuys, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, do you each have a favourite 80s horror movie? 80s movie, sorry. Or it can be a horror.
movie.
My favorite 80s horror movie would be, well, no, that's
That's
79. Alien.
Alien.
I was going to say Alien.
What about Aliens?
Aliens is more of an action than a horror. I mean, it's still like a horror movie. So I guess
That's
Aliens.
Yeah, Aliens, I would say,
Probably.
or 16 Candles, or
Oh,
yeah,
right.
very good
I
movies.
forgot I could be like...
Yeah, probably same for me.
My favorite horror movie is probably 16 Candles.
Right.
There's like
'cause
so many
horror-
candles they could
Oh
burn
my
down
gosh,
the
she's gonna
house.
burn the house down.
Thanks very much, guys.
Thank
Great
you
to meet
very
you.
much.
Congratulations
Thank
on
you
the
so
film.
much.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey, you guys, huh?
Hey, you guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yes.
Nice.